Hey, welcome back, Robocrafters. We got some more Robocraft here for you. We're going to do a CRF review today. This one by CaseDillon called Stardust. Something I saw in the shop that I was really interested in. Had about 4 stars out of 5, so that's a pretty good rating, and has lots of rentals. 13 it looks like so far, and maybe I'll get some more after this, after we give this a proper reviewing. So I figured I'll go ahead and check this out, as it kind of reminds me a little bit of like my Electromantis 21, but with the shotgun on the bottom. Looks kind of interesting as a good way to balance a robot. I want to see how well it works. He says that he usually always scores on top with it, so I want to give it a try and see what I think. First impressions here with the design, I like it. Interesting with the blue and pink on each side and the black and white in the middle. Kind of cool, a little bit different color scheme. And it looks like we're using nano constructors on the back. We got some laser disintegrators up front for the main fire support, and then of course the giant ion distorter on the bottom. And then a full radar system. Looks like we have a radar receiver, radar jammer, and then a regular radar. I'm going to switch things around here as far as the Z controls, because I always like having my heel on number 3 or 4, whatever the last one is, depending on how many weapons I have. So seems to be pretty quick here. We're getting up to speed. Looks like 180. What can we hit here? Maybe 189. So this will be a fast hovercraft when we get to 200 at about overclock 4, I think. So I like that a lot, and seems pretty stable so far. We took off there a little bit of wobble just off the ground, but I don't think that has anything to do with the flight mechanics of it. And it does have enough hovers. I was kind of wondering how many would be inside this thing, but probably 6 is my guess. It is kind of a small vehicle. But we can strip these crystals out pretty nicely with the placement of the SMGs, so I'm liking that. And then it does have good front side armor with those electroplates on the front and sides. And it climbs pretty well here too. I'm trying to go up the side of this cliff. Looks like no problem there. And we'll come up and try to knock some of these helicopters out that are camping the other side of our building. Strafing works pretty nicely with this thing. And let's see if we can get a couple shots on these guys here before they look up and notice me. See how many we can mark too. Looks like we got about 5 guys on the other side there, and one of ours coming up behind. And one of our mech friends just caught up with us here. Okay, let's see if we can take this guy out. He's kind of leading the charge for the enemies. We got us another overclock level. And let's keep him from killing my ally here. I really like the way that the SMGs have shaped up, making them real powerful and useful. There we go. Let's knock this guy's gun off and see if we can get in his way here and stop him from driving off the side. Nope. He got around me. And let's see, we flipped over there. It's kind of my fault though, I was on the ground. But we auto-correct really nicely, so the balancing on this is nice. Kind of unsurprising though, since we have a giant ion shotgun on the bottom, and those things are weighty. Almost 3,000 mats. Alright, we'll get up here and try to push back the action. See, we've got a couple more towers we need to take here, so I'm going to try to jump down in the gully here and do that. But first, let's see if we can get the sniper out here long enough so I can take one of the strips. And again, nice placement on the guns. Real easy to shoot the crystals off, pretty much from any trajectory. Alright, we got hit once there, but thanks to our electroplates, we didn't take any real serious damage to our hull. So I like his design work overall. It does keep it pretty protected and keeps the bottle parts attached to the robot without taking lots of SMG fire. Alright, one thing I did notice that I got to get a little constructive criticism on is that the constructor nanos are a little hard to hit anything that's in front of your vehicle. You have to kind of be strafing or have them behind, like right here. I'm trying to heal, but just off to the side and can't really get to them if I got to turn and fire my SMGs. So I would recommend maybe moving the nanos out a little bit from the body on arrow rods, or suspending them up with some blocks and stuff like that. But that's the only real constructive criticism I have so far on this. You know, you can turn your vehicle so the back is aimed towards your ally, but it's a little harder when you're using the camera controls instead of using keyboard controls. As you know, you usually want to see what's going on, and if you try to turn and stuff like that, you're going to stop healing. So, but besides that, I don't really see any other issues with this thing, really. I do like the little electroplates he stuck on the back, and that kind of syncs up too if you get one of your radar devices knocked off. You're going to be able to have the damage stop before it really gets into the hover area because of those sync plates on the back. And then we got that one tier 2 plate right in the center too. So if anybody like a sniper tries to shoot right up the center, it will stop. And you kind of see there my radar is missing on the pink part, but it's the damage had stopped. Okay. So here we go again using the constructors. And it works okay as long as you kind of know where your ally is. So you have to like be watching the radar or something like that, or just have a good feel for where they'll come around the corner. The other thing too is this constructors use so much power. If this thing had a power module, it would be a little easier, I think, to deal with. But right now, I think probably Menders would be a better choice on this guy. All right, we got a guy sneaking up on us. Let's take him out. All right, we're pressing the action again. Got our mech up here, and we'll try to support as best we can. Like this guy's trying to use the pull for cover. He's actually blocking his own shots while he's doing that. All right, backing up a little bit. Still got a couple guys. Let's see if we can finish this guy up before he kills this mech. Uh-oh. Afraid of that. He's got his blade ready. Alright, that guy's a shotgun, so I'm going to back off a little bit. And look how much better these lasers are now with their accuracy improved. Liking it. Very nice. Okay, he's destroyed. Okay, let's see if we can push the action here a little bit. We need to try to hit their tower. And we got a couple snipers posted up. 3 guys coming in from the other side. And we've hit him pretty good. A couple more shots would probably do it. Let's give it a break, come back around, and now tag him off the side here. Right on the leg if we can. Nice. Okay, got it. Let's back up, see if we can get a little support from our air unit. Looks like he's missing a lot with those plasmas. We'll lead him through the cave here, and then I figure we'll go ahead and go up on the side and fly over the top. As you can do that now with hovers pretty easily. And this thing's designed pretty well where it doesn't flip backwards or anything with the way he put on the thrusters. Everything's nice and balanced, so good job on that. Overall, definitely liking this vehicle a lot. Got a little bit of wiggling, but it's kind of to be expected since we're going over these huge chasms. And we're back over on the other side. Alright, we got some people coming in, pressing the action here at the end, so we'll see what kind of firepower we can deal without taking too much damage. And the nice thing is, being a hover, is you can go up on a hillside like this, and a lot of the plasma shots will just whiff right by you. So it looks like we got 5 guys over there right now taking the tower. So we also have some people on our tower, it appears. So we'll see if we can hold them over here and keep them from hitting us before our guys finish taking that tower. Hopefully I can keep them distracted here. Okay, we got one guy pressing in. I know I'm red line right now for my lasers. Should probably stop and try to hit him with a shotgun. Got him a little bit there on the back. We'll probably just finish him off. He's just got a couple guns here, so we'll knock those off before he can get away. Nice. Alright, let's see. We took down their base pretty good. And some of the guys are heading off in that direction, but we're giving chase. We got one left over here on this side. And our helicopter assist, nuking his head. Nice! We took that game. Really cool. And definitely impressed with the Stardust. It's a great bot. Definitely give it a thumbs up. We'll see how we did on score. Yep, top score. Pretty convincingly top score. So, yeah, definitely give it a thumbs up. It did heal a lot, even though we ran out of power a lot with those nanoconstructors. But liking the robot, let's see what we're going to give it here for some marks. Let's also see what we get in our chest. All right, we got a robot name tag. That's really cool. I could use that. A couple arrow rods. Can always use those. And one of the mid-level Teslas. Okay, not the worst chest I've ever gotten. I'm going to go ahead and give this, I say 4.5, but I'll give it a 5 here. For combat, as it did really good. The only observation I had was just to change the nanos up a little bit and maybe bring them out from the body. But besides that, really liking this vehicle. I'm going to go ahead and change my own version here a little bit with my recommended fixes. So we'll go ahead and change these out to Menders. On the top here, we're going to add a couple blocks and this will kind of suspend it off away from the electroplate so you have a better line of sight with your mender on the back. Kind of match colors here too. So there we go. Got 3 of those. I'm going to go and repaint it too, as pink is okay, but I like this copper look a little bit better, so we're going to go with like the copper brown and blue look. And there's my version of the Stardust, but definitely check out Stardust and get CaseDillon's version on the CRF. Thanks for watching the CRF review of the Stardust by CaseDillon. Please thumbs up this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Later!